To see the low-carb diets on the way out is a somewhat reflective process. Not that I was an advocate of ketogenic diets at all unless you have adolescent epilepsy, but bringing the low-carb or ketogenic diet into the forefront of our American society meant that more people were being educated about obesity, food and eating. This acknowledgement about food was astounding and became overwhelming, causing restaurant chains and some farmers to really suffer from these trendy diets. People have lost farms that have been in their families for years, businesses that lend job and economic stability to an area have gone out of business or lost business, all on a dietary whim, with no research done on the side effects of not eating what these diets restrict. What side effects, you ask? Okay, so you've lost a bunch of weight by eating tons of meat and fat. Maybe your cholesterol numbers aren't out of reach, but have you had your bowels checked lately? You know, eating that much meat and fat can only do one thing to your intestines and colon, and that's putrefying products in the bowels. Pretty disgusting, huh? As you grow older, you lose the ability to digest food like you used to when you were young and had lots of enzymes. Sometimes, that comes from just age, but sometimes it comes from disease and antibiotic use. The point being that, the low-carb diet started you out on food that you may not be able to absorb anyway, so you haven't been absorbing the vitamins and minerals that your body needs to start, process or finish some important tasks. So what's the harm in that? You may say, I've lost weight and feel great, and I don't feel sick. You probably wouldn't. There are illnesses that you never see coming until it's too late. One of the leading causes of colon cancer is eating an overabundance of meat and fat, and not having the ability to digest that protein and fat in the system. When enough damage is done, you don't absorb minerals and vitamins like you are supposed to, and you start to develop other problems, more serious problems, like cancers. I will have to admit that the Atkins-type diets do advocate not eating the processed and manufactured foods that break down so fast into sugars you can almost hear run into the veins. And that is still true. The human body was designed to do the work of breaking down complex carbohydrates into a more simple usable energy. The breakdown of a whole grain, fresh vegetable or fruit product also take a certain amount of energy, so not only does your body use energy to break this healthy food down, you also have the benefit of a lot of fiber, which will keep the intestines and colon clean and functioning well. So, what's the next trend? I think the next trend is going to be the old-fashioned weight loss plan. This is a tried and true method of weight loss that anyone can do, and it tastes great. This would involve healthy, low or slow absorbing carbohydrates, counting and burning calories, and exercise. A balanced diet, along with knowing how many calories you need to eat per day, to either maintain your weight, or lose weight, and an exercise program to give your bones and muscles a reason to stay strong. Not a trendy type diet, but a healthy lifestyle that you can live with for the rest of your life, that still has room for an occasional treat now and then. Low carb is out, the new trend as healthy and better tasting proportions. Z's.